Hi everyone, we're really getting closer and closer to Rosh Hashanah, the end of this year, coming to a new year, a beautiful year, and this Shabbos is very special. Shabbos, we call it Shabbos Slichas because in the Ashkenaz world, we begin saying Slichas this Saturday night, early Sunday morning. So we're really getting closer, and we're really getting closer in a way that, Baruch Hashem, we know that the one above is really taking care of us. And it's going to be a Shana Tavo Umetuka. Just one line about this week's Parsha. Try to do it as short as possible. But usually, I don't say it, but in order to understand what we are talking about, if you'll see the words inside the Parsha, really will make much more sense. And the beginning of the Parsha begins with the story of Bikurim. And the question is always being asked, this Parsha is such a general Parsha. As we continue right after the mitzvah of the Bikurim, it says, Ayom Hazeh, this is the day, or we'll learn about this is the day, the important day to do as the mitzvahs. And it's a general idea how to do mitzvahs. This is what a Parsha we're learning. And comes always the question, if it's such a general Parsha, why do we begin the Parsha with one particular mitzvah? And a mitzvah is such a rare mitzvah. It's only a mitzvah that's in Israel. It's only a mitzvah for people that have this special food. As we know, the mitzvah of Bikurim is that you have a field or orchard with something that grows from the 7 fruits that Israel is blessed with. So it's got to be only one of the 7 fruits. It's got to be only if you have very beautiful fruits. And it's got to be only if you're a farmer. It's a very unique mitzvah with all the details that comes with it. Why is this special, unique mitzvah? This is how we begin our Parsha, and this gives like the theme of the Parsha. Very known question. But not going to spend time on the question, just want to get a line in, one line. In the beginning of the Parsha, when it tells us about the mitzvah Bikurim, if you look deep inside that mitzvah, it's a very general mitzvah and a very deep mitzvah and a very important mitzvah. And it's a very important message for us how to begin our new year, how to conclude this year. And that's what makes it very, very important to be right in the beginning of this Parsha. So the beginning of the Parsha begins, V'haya ki Tavo la'aretz. When you shall come to the land. The Medrash tells us whenever it says in the Torah, V'haya, ein v'haya ela lashon simcha. V'haya means joy. It's a simcha, it's a joy that we're coming to the land. And it's understood, coming to the land of Israel is a big simcha, big joy. But let's take it in a much deeper level. The deeper idea, and it's related and relevant to every one of us. You should be happy that you're coming to the Aretz. It means that your soul from above is coming down to this world. V'haya, be freilach, be happy. The neshama comes down to this world, into your physical body. Comes a Jew and is asking the question, what's so exciting about it? What's so beautiful about the neshama coming down into this world? We have to accomplish a mission, and unfortunately sometimes we don't succeed in our mission. As it says, Baruch atah Hashem b'voecha, Baruch atah Hashem b'tzetecha. What the saying is, Alavai, we hope that when we leave, the neshama goes back, should be at least like when the neshama came down. So what's so exciting? V'haya lashon simcha, what's a simcha, what's a joy? The neshama comes down to this world, the la'aretz down to this world. So the Torah says, Asher Hashem Elokecha noten lecha, that God gives you. And if God gives it to you, that present, if God gives it to you, that your neshama comes down to the world, it's got to be good. Because God only gives us good. You can ask the question, but if Hashem sends my neshama down to this world, it's a little bit of a problem, because I get involved in the world and have to be part of this world. And let's not get into the details. What does it mean being part of this world? So this is what the Torah continues, says, Asher Hashem Elokecha notein lecha, that God gives you, that the whole world God gives you. Don't say you have to become part of this world. God gives you the world, meaning to say, you the boss. So don't say, because your neshama came to this world, because your neshama came to a physical body in a physical world, you have to give into the world. No. He came to the world to be in charge of this world. As we always say, make the world a better place to be in. And what is the mission? The mission is, as we learn by Bikurim, take from the best fruit and give it to the Kohen. And what is the idea? Take from the best fruit of giving to the Kohen? It's not that you give everything to the Kohen. Enjoy your fruit. Eat well. Make l'chaims well. Because you can have all good wine from the grapes and so on and so forth. But the best one of them, give to the Kohen. What does it mean what Hashem says? The work that I gave you in this world, the reason I send your soul down to this world, you know why I send it? It's not that you come to this world and disassociate, become a holy person. No, you become part of this world. But you're becoming part of this world, not failing in the world, is elevating the world. You know how you elevate the world? When one piece of your being, one piece of your fruit, the bikurim, you give to the Kohen. The rest you can have for yourself. You should eat, you should sleep, you should do business, you should do whatever you gotta do. But the best part of you, this you gotta give to the Kohen. And this is the message that Hashem gives it to us when we coming down to this world. The ayaki Tavo la'aretz, when you and Neshama comes down to the world. What I want you is to make the world a better place to be in, but how? Not by separating from the world, not by uplifting yourself from the world. No, take the world with you. How do you take the world with you? Being part of it, being part of everything in this world. But the best is for Hashem. The best is for the Kohen. When the best is for the Kohen, everything else becomes holy. Everything becoming holy, you don't not have to become this holy person 24/7 to be flying with Hashem. Hashem wants you to be part of this world, to be a human, to be eating and sleeping and enjoying and doing what you gotta do. Just take the best of yours, give it to the Kohen. And by doing that, this is how you accomplish your mission in this world. And this encompasses all the mitzvahs that we have to do. That's the line. And this is what Hashem tells us in the beginning of this parsha. Yes, this parsha is a general parsha. The mission of God through learning Torah, doing mitzvahs. But how do we accomplish the mission? The beginning of this parsha. Take the best of everything, give it to God. And when you take the best of everything, you give it to God. All your fun and joy and what you do in this world, it's all for God. It's all with God. Have a beautiful Shabbos. Have a great Shabbos. Let's take the lesson of this parsha and let's take this into this coming year to know our mission in a positive way and to succeed. L'shana Tova u'metuka.